Okay, so in this episode of Gav Details, we're going to be working on removing the seat back, the rear seat back in the 98 Camaro. So what I'm showing you right now is the catcher's mitt, butt pocket, if you will, of the seat bottom has already been removed. There is a 13mm bolt here that holds that in place, and then you just kind of push the back part in underneath the seat back. So let me adjust the camera. There is a stud that is secured with a nut that I'll show you that is in this region over here on the bottom that holds the bottom of the seat back in place. And then really the only thing that we have to remove from on the top is the seat belt bracket, which you will need a Torx T30 to remove. There's two bolts there, so it may not look like much now, but if you want I can kind of zoom out here, move the camera up. So there you go, we have the seat back there. That's going to the upholstery shop. Also, if you didn't see the removal of the front driver's seat, we're having some upholstery work done, repairs if you will. Once we have the seat back out, I will show you what's being repaired. So here we are at the back of the car, and as you can see, these are the Torx bolts that you need to remove from the seat belt bracket. I'm going to lean the seat forward and work from inside the car with a ratchet. If you have one of these cars, I'm sure you're familiar with how the seat folds forward, but there are these two releases here. There's a handle. It folds forward. There's one on each side. You have to unhook it, and this little claw here clamps and secures on that. So these are the bolts we're going to be working on. So I'm going to do that first before I work on the stud on the bottom, which is here. And if it's like the other bolts in the car, it should be 13mm, but I will confirm that. Okay, so as you can see, the seat belt brackets have been removed, and if you look at the bolts that hold them, there's a blue substance on there. I would assume that that's Loctite, so you may want to clean these off and add a little bit of Loctite or thread sealer when reinstalling the seat back. So I have them resting up there and out of the way, so the only thing left to do is to undo the bottom. Okay, so the stud and nut that hold the seat on here is 13mm, so I was able to use my ratcheting wrench to get in there. It's kind of a snug fit under here, but it did work. Or you can use an open-ended wrench. I don't think you're going to be able to get a socket in there. So as you can see, all you have to do is then lift up, and your seat back is free. So I have to do the passenger side. And there you have it. The rear seat has been removed, and there's definitely some cleaning that needs to happen. As you can see there, and here, I have no idea what that is. I've never had the seats out of the car, but I'm glad that they're out now, because the carpets are going to get a thorough cleaning. I'm calling this a little bit of a project courtesy of Obsessed Garage, dialing in the car, fixing some small nagging issues, getting the interior and the exterior set up for whatever the upcoming car season has. So I'll show you on the seat what the problem is and why it's being fixed. Is this here ripped, and as you can hear it, this is really hard. Obviously this part of the car sees the sun through the rear window, so it's like acts like a magnifying glass, and it's been like this for as long as I have owned the car, and I've owned the car for over 18 years. So what the upholstery shop is going to fix is the entire outside here, the top, this section here, the middle section, and then the same thing on this side. So the only thing that's going to be staying is the perforated inserts. So that's it. Obviously nothing's going to help that. It's hard, and since the material just kind of gave up, and there's no way to just restitch that because it's just going to happen again. So that's it. Just documenting the minor repairs and improvements that I'm making to the car. So if you use any of the detailed product links from Amazon, the channel does earn a small commission. We have a little bit of tool cleanup to do and equipment cleanup to do, and this should keep me busy for February and March. We are going to be removing the bumpers and having them repainted. I'll cover that in another video or two, and that's it. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and for more Camaro project and detailing videos, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks.